RVer dies from brain-eating amoeba from campground water. A woman in Texas has died after contracting a rare infection caused by a brain-eating amoeba, which she encountered while using tap water to rinse her sinuses at a campground.
RV water filtration is an often overlooked and underrated topic. But just this week, a woman passed away from a brain-eating amoeba that she came into contact with water from an RV park.
It's so sad what happened to this woman. God bless her and God bless her family.
Yeah.
Thousands of people died last year because of water they drank.
Oh, listen to this, guys.
But testing did indicate that the water had inadequate levels of disinfectant. Who wants to drink disinfectant? You guys know what they put fluoride in the water.
Get some Lysol.
It's bad stuff that they say they're putting in the water to help us, and it's really hurting us.
Yeah.
It's hurting us really, really bad. So, do you want to drink disinfectant?
Or chlorine.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
The first purchase you should make when you buy an RV is a water filtration system. And the ones that they sell with the RV, the little tubular things, they're horrible. All they are for is pretty much improving the taste. Now, every single person out there that has an RV, my God, if you don't have a water filtration system in your RV,
you are the filter.
You're the filter. And God, we've said it over and over and over again. At the end of this video, we're going to share what we do. But you guys got to do your own research. You know us. We don't sell products. We don't try to sell products. We give you guys our honest opinion of what we like, what we've used that has been most effective for our family. We not only filter the water that comes in from the RV park, we filter the water that comes in the tap after it's filtered. So we double filtrate all of our water.
And that's what we want to talk about, because this tragic death could have been prevented. And I get it. There's so much to learn when it comes to RVing. And there's so many accessories to buy and so much gear. So I see how this gets overlooked. Or oftentimes people will think that those cheapo Camco filters are enough, and they're not. And so because this was so avoidable, we really wanted to stress the importance of clean water.
Different campgrounds, older campgrounds have horrible infrastructure. You don't know what's in their pipes, right? Just pour a glass of water right out of the tap in the campground and you will see cloudiness, or sometimes it's hard. So if you move around the country a lot, you're going to be treating different types of water as you move. And so the suggestions we're going to give you is going to cover all that stuff. You have to filtrate your water. There's absolutely no excuse not to. We learned things we'd never learned before. 10 people in the United States of America died from this last year. Guys, the environment is a mess. They're poisoning everything. The air quality's bad. The water quality's bad.
It's all bad.
It's our responsibility to take care of ourselves. And I am learning the hard way that the healthy man has 100 dreams. The sick man has one. And so it's so important that you take care of what you put into your body. And like Mercedes said, if you don't filter the water, you become the filter. Let me just read you this story. It's horrible.
So
RVer
sad.
dies from brain-eating amoeba from campground water. A woman in Texas has died after contracting a rare infection caused by a brain-eating amoeba, which she encountered while using tap water to rinse her sinuses at a campground, according to a recent report. The Centers for Disease Control, CDC, detailed the case in its Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report released last Thursday. The woman, who was 71 years old and otherwise healthy, developed severe symptoms within days. Guys, she was dead in 8 days.
It was a horrible way to pass.
But it's horrible the way she passed. Again, God bless her, God bless her family. According to the report, she began experiencing symptoms such as fever, headache, altered mental status. She was hallucinating. Within 4 days of using nasal irritation devices, then neti pot, filled with tap water from the campground, she got really, really sick. Though she received treatment for what doctors suspected to be primary amoebic meningoencephalitis, I think that they call it PAM for short, the report states that she began having seizures, died 8 days after her symptoms appeared. Oh my God! Filter your water. God, the first purchase, filter your water. Don't trust anybody else to do it for you. Do your own homework. We're going to share with you what we do, but you guys got to decide for yourself, because a lot of people may not RV the way we're RVing, which is in a set position right now. So the brain-eating amoeba, the CDC confirmed that the presence of this thing, the brain-eating amoeba in the woman's, it was actually in her spinal fluid. That's how bad it got. It's a single organism found in freshwater sources like lakes, rivers, hot springs, according to the CDC. Where do you think your local municipality gets its water from? They get it from the ground, or they get it from local lakes and water supplies. And here's what's really scary. Authorities were unable to detect the amoeba in samples from the RV park, but they took the samples 23 days after this happened.
Oh, listen to this, guys.
But testing did indicate that the water had inadequate levels of disinfectant. Who wants to drink disinfectant? You guys know what they put fluoride in the water.
Get some Lysol.
It's bad stuff that they say they're putting in the water to help us, and it's really hurting us.
Yeah.
It's hurting us really, really bad. So, do you want to drink disinfectant?
Or chlorine.
I don't think so. Yeah. We're doing this video right now because if there's 10 people out there that don't realize that you have to filter your water before it comes in your RV, possibly we could help save a life, because it's not just this amoeba from going underwater. The stuff that they put in the water will kill you 5, 10, 15, 20 years later.
Yeah, potable doesn't mean clean.
Yeah, it's horrible. So clean your water.
Yeah.
I'm done talking about this story. So what do we do?
Well, and I want to bring up one important point too.
Yes.
The reason we do the two ends of the filtration. Number one, when water goes into our lines, if it's dirty water, even though we're going to run it through a gravity fed later, we still want to clean it before it goes into our lines to A, not contaminate our lines, and B, when we shower, our skin is the largest organ in our body. It absorbs so much.
The chemicals.
Exactly. So we want the water that comes into the RV to have a certain level of cleanliness. But then when you ingest it, when it goes in the body, that's even a double reason. But don't think that, oh, well, I just clean the water I drink, so I'm fine. You want clean lines, and you want a clean shower without flesh-eating amoebas.
Yeah, and for RVers, sometimes you'll fill your fresh tank. That water can sit in there. What's in your freshwater tank can be nasty. And some people will clean it with different products. Some people will use bleach or whatever. There's certain products you should use, guys, but that's still chemicals. You should still always filtrate the water coming from your freshwater system. Even if you filter it when you're filling it, doesn't mean it's going to be clean. Guys, there's 3 basic types of RV cleaning your RV water, or cleaning water in general. RO is fantastic, reverse osmosis. It's great for homeowners. It basically takes everything out of the water.
Kills it all.
But it kills the nutrients as well. Yeah. And for RVers, it's not a good solution, because RO basically uses 10 gallons of water to give you 1 gallon of drinking water. Means
the wastewater.
You're filling your tanks, right? To get 1 gallon of drinking water, you're putting 10 gallons in your tank. So you're flushing your tanks constantly, and it's a waste of water. The second is one of our favorites, which is gravity fed. Now, we did a video on Berkey 7 years ago when we first started, and helped sell thousands of Berkeys all over the country. And then a couple of years ago,
went woke.
They went woke. We got an email from our representative, and she told us how we were now going to refer to her, what pronouns we're going to use.
She had pronouns in the email signature and contempt for the preppers, when it's like, that's your market. What are you doing?
Yeah, and so we cut our relationship with Berkey. We can't work with companies that don't have any integrity or have gone woke. We don't want their money, which makes us kind of different than most people. Then we tried the
Alexapure.
The Alexapure.
And ProPure is another similar gravity-fed system. Look them up, guys. We have nothing to benefit from telling you to do this, except that we know you have clean water, and we get that peace of mind.
Yep. So do your own research. Berkey, Alexapure, ProPure. Yeah. Gravity-fed is great to sit on your counter. And the really good ones, you can basically get onto a pond and filter that water. Just keep your filters clean and replace them when you're supposed to. We've been using ClearSource for 7 years. ClearSource is a great company. I think it's the best filter. It gets it down to, health standards of 0.2 microns, which is fantastic. So we've helped sell thousands of those water filters, ClearSource.
We have them on our store.
But we always tell the truth. And we've lost 3 during the winter. They're bulky, so they're hard to... We suggest you don't leave them outside. Some people will carry them to their RV site. They'll put them outside. But in the winter, it's a bad solution. So you want to install them in one of your compartments.
On board.
On board them. is the best way to do it. And they're really big, they're bulky. And we also did use their warming bag twice, but that didn't work. Now, again, it was freezing cold out when they
Below
did break.
zero, yeah.
Yeah. So we started looking for another company. We found another company. We don't have any affiliation with them at all right now. We've got one of their systems. I'm going to do a video on installing it, try it out before we suggest it to you guys. But it looks very comparable to ClearSource. They also will filter that water down to 0.2 microns, which matches ClearSource, which is great. Keep your filters clean.
So we're testing them out.
But they also have a smaller version, and the filter housing is actually stainless steel, which is awesome. Their website is great. They give you all the components so you can just shop in one place, complete systems. They are also selling hard water filtration systems that are easy to carry around with you. So
water softeners.
Again, we're not telling you where to go and what to buy. What we use is we use ClearSource or Blue Technologies. ClearSource we have in our store right now. If Blue Technologies works out, we will add them to our stores. But we test it. I mean, we test everything before we suggest it to our people because they're like family. The RV God Squad is like family to us, so we never send them a product. Even if you don't use one of our links, just make sure that you get a system that works right for you. Guys, this is the simplest no-brainer. Even if you're not RVing, your house water should be filtered. But filtering house water is a lot easier than filtering an RV, especially when you're moving a lot around the country. So God bless this woman. God bless her family. It is a tragedy. Guys, I haven't looked into the statistics, but I can guarantee you thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people died last year because of water they drank 10, 15, 5 years ago. And if you are not filtering your water, you are the filter. Shame on you if you're going to do that to your family. So buy a darn water filter. We suggest two. One that comes into the RV. Our daughter brushes her teeth in the bathroom. We want that water to be clean. And then get a gravity fed system on your counter. Usually the bigger ones will hold 2.5 gallons. That's all we drink. And sometimes when we travel in buggy, we'll actually have Sage use that water to brush her teeth, just to be safe. We really hope this video has helped you. Hopefully you'll run out and get a filtration system. I don't care what it is, but filter your water with something.
Or you'll be the filter.
Or you'll be the filter.
See you in the next video.
God bless you guys. See you in the next video.